Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. This episode was a bit of a mix. I don't know why, it's still too loud. Screw it, I'm gonna leave it at that point. Nope, I'm turning up a little bit. So yeah, this episode was a bit of a mix. Because, I'm gonna be honest, and I'm only bringing this up because it's been going on for about 2 or 3 days or a week. I at this point I can't tell. Is this wedding? This wedding was like kryptonite to me. It got so bad to the point where I just had to fast forward past most of the stuff. I had to fast forward past their vows. I definitely was fast forwarding past that. That KISS, because I can't utter that word out. I fast forward past that. Then they went into like some hall or something like that, and I'm gonna be honest. And you know, again, if you're for this couple, if you enjoy her being happy and everything like that, and smiling and just, then that's great. Honestly, to tell you the truth, when she started talking about how Monica was smiling at her, I got so annoyed. I got so annoyed to the point where I was just like, nope, I can't do it. Nope, And I had to fast forward past that because I'm going to be honest, I like Carly, but in that moment she was literally irritating the living life out of me. Oh my goodness, the first 20 something minutes of that was just excruciating. After it was over, you had Monica and you had Olivia and Nez, and they're talking about Carly and Jason, and I'm going to be honest, I did not give a damn about that conversation. I really didn't. I didn't care. None of the wedding parts I actually cared about. I didn't care about the Michael and Jocelyn part when they were sitting there talking about true love and all this other stuff. I really did not care. I didn't give a damn. Honestly didn't. I think there was some talks between Michael and Willow, and that was another thing I just didn't give a damn about. I really didn't. I know she was there for the wedding, and that's cool, and they talked, but I kind of was just like, this is pointless to me. I really give no F's about it. So, apparently Jax doesn't know how to leave a voicemail. And I was not there reading the comments, and somebody was like, yo, he couldn't just sit there and text her? Like, really? I mean, that's true. He totally could have texted her. But at the very least, he could have just left a voicemail. But, you know, see, as I was not there reading that comment, I was not there thinking, and I'm pretty sure I said this to one person. I was like, this is what happens when the plot overrides common sense. This is what happens when the plot overrides common sense. You get Jax that just calls and just like, oh, she's not answering. Let me just not leave a voicemail or try to text her or anyone else. Nope. Let's just not do that. Because that would make sense. And, well, I mean, the plot is a lot more important than that. Nina. You know, I don't know what she was actually calling that. I don't know what this actress was actually calling that today. I guess she was doing the... I've seen a little bit... Here's the thing. I've seen a little bit of her work. DC Soap Sanctuary was doing like this collage or whatever. Actually, to tell you the truth, he was doing a review. And I don't remember the woman's name that plays Nina. But he was showing this video, and this, I think she was on Guiding Light or something. The World's Turns, one of them. And like she has this very cheesy 90s kind of soap opera, like crying and being hysterical. And I'm like, alright, listen, I saw her work, and I'm like, that worked in the 90s. I guess that works today, but I'm just like, okay, watching her during that scene, when she was all being hysterical with Jackson, and she was all like, I gotta sit there and find him, I gotta find Mike, and I'm like, okay, so she's really just playing it out, right? She's just being delusional to the end, but she's being all hysterical, and with Jackson stuff, and I'm just looking at this, and it's, watching her do that scene, it's like watching someone try to play an instrument with passion, even though they're really not good at it. They're not good at it. You don't want to say anything. You're just kind of like, yeah, and in your mind, you're sitting there thinking, how long do I actually have to sit there and listen to this? That's what it was like watching Nina be all hysterical. Oh, wow. And, the fireman was all like, oh, we can't get to him, this place is cut off and that one is blocked off and stuff like that. I was like, why don't you actually work on it then? How about this? How about you guys put out the fire first, bring a couple more people in, and start trying to dig through the rubble so this way you can try to find them. Not, oh, well, we don't know about this, it's unstable, and it's like, it's almost as though it's like, oh, we can't do anything yet. Like, when can you do something then? Like, I don't... Okay. Alright, yep. So, let me get this straight. The firemen couldn't find a way to get out Sonny. Sonny gets out. He gets himself off the beam, and he makes it outside. And I'm sitting there looking like, alright, you had a whole team of people, and you telling me that you couldn't get him out, but somehow he was able to get out of the fire, out of the rubble, and out the building. What part of that actually made any sense? Okay, alright. Okay. So he makes it out and everything. They get him to the hospital. Nina is just being super delusional to the end. And she kept calling him Mike, and, Jackson's just looking at her like, and Nina was like, I know his name is not Mike, but I don't even remember what she was saying because she was being all hysterical and, like, crying, and it's like I couldn't really hear what she was saying. But they get him to the hospital, and the doctor comes out. Doctor comes out, Phyllis comes out, and Nina goes inside. And, she's being all jokey and everything like that. And that's when Sonny came out. Sonny came out, I think there's like 26 something minutes. I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm so over the wedding. I'm just like... And Sonny says something along the lines of, you knew exactly who I was. Why didn't you tell me? Or something like that. And... his tone, he was sitting there talking to Nina, and Nina just kind of stood there like in her mind, it was like, oh, the jig is up. Let me just kind of just stand here for a little bit longer. Maybe this is just a dream. I mean, at this point, Nina is just in full-blown delusional mode. And I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. And, Sonny asked a simple question. That's what it was. He was like, my name is not Mike. And you know that. And you knew that for a long time. And when he said that, I was like, oh, it's about to go down. Now, Sonny asked one simple question. It was something along the lines of, why did you keep the truth from me? Very simple, borderline question. I can't even begin to try to get into her mind because I feel like I would just lose minds. But she goes around the world and comes up with some sort of convoluted BS talk about something, and I couldn't understand most of it because, well, I don't speak crazy, but somewhere along the line, she was just like, you know, we have feelings for each other, and that's real, and you said that you love me or something, and I'm just like, wait, wait. The question this man asked, the tone that he asked him, and you're telling me that that's your takeaway from it. It's about love. I'm just like, this man knows who you are. He knows you've been lying to him for months. And you're gonna sit there and tell me, you're gonna sit there and start talking about love and their connection, your connection with this man? I don't even know what to say about that. I have nothing. I'm baffled, just like I was baffled when I was watching it. I was just like, is she having a psychotic breakdown? Is she just not in reality anymore? I don't know. But it seems like it's gonna get a whole lot more saucy on Monday. This woman seems like she goes into full delusional mode and tries to stop him from leaving. When Sonny's like, I gotta get back to my wife, like, she tries to block the door, like, okay. Alright, we're doing this. So after this stupid wedding, and everyone talking about stuff that I really didn't give a damn about, Gladys is, well, being Gladys as usual. Just being completely delusional. Sitting there with Vincent Novak and like being all like cuddly with him, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna sit there and say what I'm thinking because it just, no. Let's just put it this way. I really feel like she needs to start going out and having some good old cereal. Okay? And that's code word for something else because it seemed like she haven't had cereal in a really long time. Now something interesting happens when I don't remember her name. The woman, I think her name is Wu or something. She hugs Jason and she whispers something into his ear. Now later on, towards the end of the episode, Carly was like, what is she saying? And he said something like, oh, it's something that I already suspected. Now you got Vincent and the other guy who I just cannot remember his name. Sitting in a limo. Okay, there's two limos. You know, you got Vincent and the other guy, then you have Carly and Jason. There's an explosion. Seems like one of the limos blew up. Now I'm sitting there thinking right then and there that whatever that woman's name is, she's a double agent. You know, she's hanging out with them, talking it up or whatever about taking out, you know, because that's what they were doing out the entire thing. They were sitting there plotting to take out, you know, Jason and Carly, just out in the open, like, you know, like just seeing a bunch of mobsters just kind of huddled up is gonna just totally not make people uneasy and just whatever. But I'm suspecting that she probably told Jason and realized that, you know what, I don't want to work for Cyrus. Cyrus is crazy, and well, I can just get rid of y'all two, so whatever. So that's what I'm sitting there thinking. I love when Gladys walked up to Brando after they left. Because, you know, Vincent was like, I gotta sit there and take care of something, and, Gladys being all super needy, like, you really have to do it right now, and, Vincent was like, yo, told Brandon to take your mother out there, have a good time or whatever, and she's still sitting there trying to, convince Brando that it's a good idea to, be with the Novaks and stuff, talking about, oh, well, not everyone in this world is out to get you. Really, Gladys? You're gonna sit there and tell Brando that pretty much not everyone is an opportunist? You're gonna... Okay. Alright, yeah, we're doing that. Okay. Now, it's some stuff with Spinelli and Diane and talking to... I'm not gonna lie, when Diane kept saying Gatlin Holt, like, the way she kept saying it was just annoying as hell. Like, she just said it in this really stupid way, and she just kept doing it. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Maxie was freaking out, like usual. And I think for the most part, that's about it. I mean, there was a lot of, like, talks between other people, but I'm gonna be honest, it really was a real chore to actually get through. I think that's about it for this episode. I mean, for this episode, this review. The Nixon Fuller stuff was the best part. The end was the best part. Sonny, Carly and Jason, I hated it. I hated all of it. I couldn't stand it. I said it was like kryptonite to me, and it was just annoying chore to the point where I literally fast forward past it. And I generally don't fast forward past stuff, like, unless there's a musical or whatever where it's like they're singing, and I don't usually care. I generally don't fast forward past stuff, but like I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. The sad thing is that Jason and Carly are going to be married for probably until November or forever, who knows. And I'm going to be honest, it's like the one aspect of this show that I really vividly cannot stand. And they were being like all romantic with each other, and it was just like, alright, so out of nowhere, and I think that was another thing that just really irritated the living life out of me. Like, out of nowhere, they're being all like romantic towards each other and stuff like that, and I'm just like, where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? One minute you're friends, the next minute Jason's all like, I'm never gonna abandon you and stuff like that. And he didn't say like he usually does, like he always has her back like a good friend. Now he's being all super romantic, and I'm just like, all these feelings I felt like just came out of nowhere just for the convenience of this idiotic plot. And I think that's the part that just annoyed me the most. The way that Carly's there talking to Jason, being all like super romantic and stuff like that, it's just like, where did that come from? Like, you just woke up one day, Sonny's gone, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, we gotta have feelings to this thing, and you just decide to just throw in magical feelings, because, to start off as some sort of business thing, and I thought it was really stupid, and I still do, but I was like, fine, I can accept that. I can accept that, and to just magically just start throwing out feelings, and you know what, I'm done talking about this. I think I had a point I was trying to make, and throughout my fit of anger, I just kind of lost it. I think it was something like, is this something I'm just not going to really look forward to, because it's just literally coming out the blue, but that's just me. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching, be safe. See you in the next video. Man, I cannot believe I ranted for 3 minutes about that. Anyway, have a good weekend. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.